insane? This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Finally here. Drum roll. Oh, welcome to Daily Blast Live. I'm Tori. I'm in for Sam. I'm here with Jeff, Al, and Erica. And today, we've got a treat for you. We're looking back at some of the best moments of the show. Let's all sit back and relax.
So you're not in any of the show?
I'm in a lot of it. We're going to start off that way. Let's get started. All right, we all had something to say about the story where a man sued his psychic for thousands of dollars, but especially Al. Let's take a look.
Al, I think you're going to have something to say about this next revenge story. A California man is suing his psychic for $25 grand. He claims that she offered to remove a witch's curse from his marriage and promised he'd be happy again if he paid her $5,100. The man reportedly paid a hefty down payment, but lo and behold, he says there was no improvement, Al. So now he's suing her for failing to remove the spell.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is why I try and be open. I am surrounded by people that believe in the moon and the stars and solstice and spirit and Mercury and retrograde. Lindsay's got some crystals on her desk over there. You guys believe in all the universe till $5,100 is on the table. Now you're at a lawyer's office. Where's the universe when you need it? Like, hey, walk it how you talk it. So if you guys want this, go rub some sticks together and put them in a circle of rocks and get your money back.
Hey.
Don't use a lawyer.
Okay, first of all, that's a whole paganism is a real thing.
Is that paganism?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Solstice, equinox, being with nature, one, and understanding that the stars and moons can move women's menstruation. It's an
Where's my $5,100?
I'm simply saying don't diss it all. There is there's a history behind it. There's context, Erica.
I agree, and I think at the end of the day, let's not blame this on this woman, okay? The spell that gets removed comes in the form of divorce papers. That's what it is.
It's a magic
She
spell.
made my point.
First of all, Al, there can be good, just like there's good lawyers and bad lawyers, there can be good psychics and bad psychics, okay?
No.
Yes.
No, you just can't say okay and that's the end of it. We're going to cut to commercial.
Any thoughts? Follow up?
I stand by it. I stand by it. It's like, look, if you're going to be all about the spirit and the stars, don't call a lawyer. Handle it through the cosmos.
That's interesting.
Uh-oh.
Because just a couple weeks after that, I recall there being a psychic on the show that Al communicated with quite effectively. And it really begs the question, what do you believe now, Al?
I do believe in some energies. I believe in some energies, but I just don't believe that, like, people can do things and move things and know things. I think that there's just energy. Sometimes you walk in a room and you're like, it's weird in here. But that's as far as it goes.
Tactful and diplomatic. He said nothing. Excellent.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Yes.
You dissed it. Well, speaking of the stars and the moon, there are actually parents out there who are timing their birth to align with certain star signs. It's out of this world. Check it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does this surprise you too? I'm going to save Erica for last because I know Erica takes astrology seriously, but does this surprise you too?
It doesn't. I mean, people, try and control a lot of things. And I say have fun trying to control this because after you have a kid, it's the last thing you're ever going to control. Kids are their own being. They're going to be their own person. So if this is what you really want to try and control, good luck. It's not for me, but I'm not going to poo-poo it. Jeff, what do you think?
I'll poo-poo it.
Okay.
I don't even know my kids' signs. One's born in September, one's born in October. I don't even know.
Yeah.
That's the last thing on my mind.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want them to be healthy. When you're expecting a baby, that's all you want. You know what I mean? And to go in there again, I don't like playing that God scenario. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think things happen naturally. I think you are who you are under that sign which you were born. I think everything happens for a reason. I don't know if I want to mess with that.
I agree. I think y'all better stop playing because if having a child and expanding your family is something that you truly want, then things like this really don't make any difference. And I think when you're talking about a sign that you would prefer that your child isn't, whatever the attribute of that sign is that you're trying to avoid is going to manifest itself in one way or the other. So if you're looking to expand your family, then try just doing that.
I think this is all because of that song that was out in the clubs when we were younger. What's your zodiac sign? Remember they used to play that? What's your zodiac sign? It was like Little John.
I don't.
You don't. Yeah. See?
You do.
And I feel like all those women that were at the clubs are now mothers childbearing age now, and I think that song got in their head.
No, it's
Erica.
not.
That's my theory. I'm going down with the ship.
Little John's song
This is Little John's fault.
Come on.
What's your zodiac sign?
No.
Erica, I'm going to take you back to Chicago, WGCI.
Yes.
That was like my dream.
Oh, the birthday
to get on there,
song.
the birthday song.
Who's is today your birthday?
Yeah, it is. You know it is. I always wanted to call in there. What's your sign? Gemini? It's Gemini. I always wanted to call
Go,
in.
Jeff. It's your birthday.
It's the best. I can't believe I remember
It's your
that.
birthday.
It's so
That
good.
must have been in Chicago.
It was definitely in Chicago.
Got
Think
it.
WGCI. It was awesome.
What was that?
So the birthday song
Yes.
was with Mike Love and Diz, who have everyone tagged them on this particular clip of me and Jeff, and
Did
it was
they?
just like long. Oh yeah, I tagged you in the tag that was tagged to them.
Did they write back?
Yes,
yeah.
it lives in infamy. I mean,
It's
the
the
birthday song.
If you're from Chicago,
It
that
brings
goes
you both
up.
so much joy.
Yes.
Like, I've never seen you both so happy.
I used to like listen to it in the car and be like by myself and be like,
Who's this on the birthday line?
it's Jeff. It's Jeff.
You did good there.
I can listen to you guys do that like all night. That's amazing.
But it rolls. They do like 5 in a row, and you got to be on. You got to be on
You
point.
have to be on. You have to
gotta
know
be on
where you from, West Side, where you from.
Norwich.
All right.
All right, we're done.
This next story had us all talking as well. A study suggested that people use self-checkout to avoid being judged for their groceries. Take a look.
I'm a people pleaser, but this is taking it to a whole other level. Like, who cares? Those people, let me tell you, a lot of them are my friends. I've worked with them. They don't care. They don't care that you're buying Oreos and mayo and maybe combining them alone in the dark. They don't care.
I would care about that.
They don't care about that. They don't care. All I'm saying is this. Self-checkout is the worst. You got olives or something, there's no button. You have to call someone, they're just waiting there. People are watching. More people are watching when self-checkout than in the little mayo line.
Absolutely.
Now
By
you're
far.
on to something.
Thank
I think
you.
this is a flawed study.
Yeah.
You don't go to self-checkout to make sure you don't get made
Everybody
fun of.
sees you.
Self-checkout
Everyone.
is where everybody comes around to watch you, not
Exactly.
understand how to ring in the bananas.
No one knows how to ring in the
That's
bananas.
exactly. I
I'm
would
finding out
rather
that
go
my
to a person
co-host
all
can't
day.
locate a barcode and put it in front
It's
of
not
the
the
red
barcode,
thing.
it's like
It's all the it's the
62513
produce. The
pounds.
produce.
I don't know.
That's where they're the produce is the
There's a
bad.
picture of it on the. You press
Yes.
the picture
But
of the thing in your hand.
You don't know how many
You guys
quarts.
haven't even thought about maybe young shoppers buying feminine hygiene products, condoms. That's embarrassing for a lot of young shoppers. So
Why are you pronouncing condoms like English is your third language? Condoms. Sexuality. What are you?
I'm just saying. A lot
true.
of people get a little shy at the checkout.
That's fair.
That was very strange. I love Sam so much.
She took it so seriously, and then we all just laughed.
She always does. That's my girl.
Always does.
All right. Well, speaking of shopping, when you buy something and it doesn't work out, you return it, right? Unless you're Big Jeff here, who's still dealing with the defunct, broken Nordic Track
Oh, my
machine.
gosh.
Please enjoy. Do it.
I bought it in February, okay? This elliptical. 5 times the repair guy had to come out. I still have it in my basement in pieces because the repair guy couldn't fix it. I can't call Nordic Track because already my blood's boiling up. I'm not even joking.
Your anger's too much.
My anger's too much to get on the phone and be like, you have to come pick this up because they're gonna give me 100 questions.
Right.
Even though they can't, my blood's boiling right now.
I can tell.
Like I'm getting angry and
Your
I don't
body
want my
language
blood
is
temper.
shifting.
I'm trying to control my anger. So it's still in my basement because I can't call and work up. I can't do it.
Right, yeah.
I don't want to do it. I'm getting angry enough.
Are you okay?
No, I'm
Okay,
just
take a
stressed.
moment. Take a moment. Okay, can we get an update
We just
on
need a
Nordic
full
Track Gate?
update.
A full update.
It is back together. It is back together, so good news.
So what happened?
Did they reach out?
So they're like, listen, you can't return it. I called. I was fuming. They're like, you have to send out the repair guy. Me and the repair guy are friends. He's been in my house 6 times.
What?
I'm not even joking. I'm like, come on in. He just lets himself in now. He comes up the stairs. He goes, I fixed it, man. I'm like, no, you didn't. He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I guess I'm keeping it. So I'm on there. It's working.
Have you been on the treadmill yet?
Elliptical, and
Excuse
of
me.
course, yes.
Okay,
Yes, every
okay.
morning.
Wow.
It's worked out, but I'm not happy with their services, I'll tell you that.
Jeff, we have to bring it full circle. You made friends. He has to come over for the holidays.
Fine. We'll do a little
He's already been over there 6 times.
Yeah.
It's fair.
He's got the keys. He's got the keys to the house.
Oh, it's funny. Coming up on DBL, how a chess program is changing the lives of kids in this Compton community, and how the Queen's Gambit is playing a role in its success. And after a car crash left her paralyzed, this woman found herself through swimming. You don't want to miss this incredible story. Stay with us.
Thanksgiving leftovers. They may taste super yummy to you, but be careful before serving that food to your furry family members. We checked with these sources, and they say many of the foods on the Thanksgiving table, well, they aren't safe for pets to eat. First up, the main event. While turkey is often used in commercial dog food and can be healthy for dogs when cooked plain, Thanksgiving turkeys are packed with flavor, or at least they should be. And the fats, oils, spices, and seasonings used to flavor it, as well as the skin, well, they can be dangerous to pets. That's because too much fat puts pets at risk of pancreatitis, which, according to the Pet Poison Helpline, is an inflammation of the pancreas that can result in vomiting, diarrhea, loss of appetite, and abdominal pain for your pet. So, it's a no for turkey. Next up, the holiday ham. According to the American Kennel Club, ham contains a higher fat content than most other types of meat. It's often high in salt and sugar, according to Purina. Both of those are reasons why ham is bad for pets. So how about stuffing or dressing? Onions, garlic, and chives, well, they're all common ingredients in stuffing, and they're poisonous to both dogs and cats, according to the Pet Poison Helpline. So it's a no for all of these items too. But there are some plain foods often used in Thanksgiving dishes that are safe for pets. Apples, green beans, sweet potatoes, zucchini, winter squash, carrots, and popcorn are all on the Pet Poison Helpline's list of pet-safe foods. It's important to stress, though, that these foods must be free of oil, butter, fats, sugar, spices, seasonings, and salt. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, the safest way to treat your pet during the holiday season, well, it's to share some treats or a holiday-themed toy. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till. To receive daily fast facts to your phone, text VERIFY to 202-410-8808. And to sign up for our newsletter, visit verifythis.com/email.
Welcome back to DBL. It was as if someone picked up a snow globe of her life and violently shook it up. That's how Ryan Harbuck describes her life-altering event. But despite her struggles, she is living her best life and encouraging others to do the same. That's today's Strong Women story. Swimming was something Ryan Harbuck did before she could walk.
My mom shoved me in the pool in swim lessons when I was 3 months old, and it was kind of like, bim, bam, that's what we're doing. You're going to be a swimmer.
Her relationship with the water grew throughout childhood, but then in 1997, at age 16, everything changed.
There were 6 of us coming back from a school dance. We were driving in a Suburban, and so we all fit in the car. Nobody really knows what happened all the way.
The car Ryan was riding in flips.
I flew out the side window of the Suburban. I kind of rolled out of the car and bounced, and they ended up not even being able to find me because I was so far away from the car at first.
Ryan had multiple injuries, from broken legs and arms to collapsed lungs.
I spent a month in the ICU unit and then a month in sort of like a multi-trauma recovering unit.
The most severe injury, her spinal cord, paralyzing her from the waist down.
I had to do rehabilitation, and sort of that's when I learned to be in a wheelchair and learned what my life was going to be like.
The first place Ryan visited after her hospital discharge was the pool.
It kind of was the first glimpse that my life could be normal and my life could be anything that I wanted it to be. And it didn't have to be dictated by the fact that I was using a wheelchair or paralyzed or anything like that. All of a sudden, those things didn't quite matter.
In 2012, Ryan tries out for the Paralympics.
And I felt that I was the most prepared I would have ever been. I did everything in my power, and I felt really, really content being there and competing, and it was a fantastic experience.
Ryan did not make the team, but the experience changed her life in a way she was not expecting.
My very last event, the very last day, I was caught by a guy at the water fountain who was coaching at this meet at the Paralympic trials.
Ryan is now a mother of 2, living her dream life.
I've always just wanted to be a mom, living in a house, washing dishes, doing laundry, and to some level, that's where I'm at now, and it's really wonderful.
The pool continues to be Ryan's sanctuary.
To know that swimming is that one thing that is constant in all parts of my life. My husband and I own a swim team that we both coach, and it's wonderful that I can continue to contribute as a coach to others and really try to give some of the lessons and things that I've learned through swimming to others.
To those who are struggling, Ryan has a very clear message.
Very early on, I learned that my struggles were my victories in a lot of ways. It all came down to how you perceived your world, because that's all that matters, is the way that you actually perceive what is happening in your life is your own reality.
You can follow Ryan's journey on Instagram or Facebook. We'll be right back.
Grocery prices are a hot topic right now with inflation and supply chain issues, especially ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday. The biggest ticket item on many consumer shopping lists is turkey. And as Turkey Day gets closer, multiple news outlets claim the price of a whole turkey has nearly doubled since 2019. And some people on social media are sharing the same claim. So did the price of a whole turkey nearly double for consumers since 2019? Let's verify. Our sources are the U.S. Department of Agriculture, a Wells Fargo Food and Agribusiness Industry Report, and Steve Reed, an economist at the Labor Department's Bureau of Labor Statistics. The media articles cite a Wells Fargo analyst report which uses USDA data. A close read of that report says that turkey prices are nearly 50% higher now than a 5-year average. The report does show this. Turkey prices in January 2019 were almost half of what they are now, but those are producer prices and not what people pay at the store. To find out if the price of turkey nearly doubled for consumers from 2019 to 2021, we turn to Steve Reed, an economist at the Bureau of Labor Statistics, to get a concrete answer.
Our data shows an increase of about 13.2% over the past 2 years, which is, a bigger increase than we typically see in recent years, but certainly nowhere near doubling. Doubling would be a 100% increase. Very few items would double over a 2-year period.
So we can verify, no, the price of a whole turkey did not double for consumers since 2019, but prices are higher than 2 years ago. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
Welcome back to DBL. The Netflix show The Queen's Gambit made chess look cool, but one man in Compton has been doing that for years. He started a program that's helping kids learn how to make all the right moves in life. Here's his story.
Damon Fletcher is teaching kids in Compton how to realize their inner kings and queens through chess.
On your march, get set, go.
Damon started playing as a teen, but he aspired to be an actor, not a chess master. After wanting more stability in his life, he started teaching chess to foster kids and later developed Train of Thought, a chess program for kids as young as 5.
Does anybody see why the rook can't move?
Because on the next move, maybe the bishop will capture the king.
Now, Damon has hundreds of kids in his program in Compton and has plans to expand it to school divisions around the country and even the world.
Damon, we're so excited to welcome you to DBL.
Thank you for having me.
Here's your background. You started playing chess at age 13. I want to know what impact chess had on your life early on. What did it do for you? What road did it put you on?
You know what? Ultimately, it was decision making. You know, in chess, you know, you're making decisions after every move. And in life, so much of who we are is made up of the decisions that we make. And I, you know, ended up doing really well in college. And I got back to LA and I started looking for my friends, and a lot of them had very different outcomes, drastically different. Some of them on drugs, some of them selling drugs, just lots of different things. And I just wondered what the difference was. You know, what was it that gave me such a dramatically different outcome? And it was chess. There was no doubt about it. All roads led to chess.
So you're not only talking about it, you being about it, right? So let's talk about train of thought. Why did you want to start teaching kids in Compton how to play chess?
I just, you know, I just know that there are so many challenges that like real life challenge, like adult challenges that kids are dealing with at a very early age. And I just know how profound a game chess is. I mean, that's one of the beauties of the game, is that you're creating and solving your own problems. And it kind of has that in common with life. You know, you incur these problems, and like I said before, so much of it is made up by the decisions that we make. And so, you know, the game just creates this beautiful platform for you to be able to practice without all the, you know, the heartache and the falls that you have to take in life, and just learn those lessons on the board. And so, yeah, it just produces amazing outcomes for the kids that we serve, and I had to share it.
Queen's Gambit. We know it went crazy. It's changed the popularity of chess and the popularity of girls with chess, I particularly think.
Let's play speed chess.
I know, but you're not so good at that, remember?
I'll bet you 10 I can beat you.
How do you think the popularity of the Queen's Gambit has impacted train of thought for you, your program?
I've been getting a lot of parents that have been wanting to learn how to play all of a sudden. I've been teaching their kids for years.
Now they want to know.
And then they see the Queen's Gambit, they said, Mr. Fletcher, can you teach me? I want to learn how to play. So that's been cool. You know what I mean? There's been school districts that I've been knocking on doors, you know, for years, trying to, you know, tell them about this game of chess and, you know, implement the program in your school district. And it wasn't until a lot of the, you know, the district staff members see the Queen's Gambit, they're like, wait a second.
Right, you get it.
We got this guy right here.
Yeah, right.
He's been trying to do this the whole time. Let's give him a call. And so that's been wonderful.
With chess, there's this one place that nobody can touch. And I think it's such a special, important thing, especially for kids coming from tough circumstances, children of color, people that are marginalized. So, man, you're doing incredible things. We appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, the kids, it's very special for them. And yeah, they all kind of let you know in one way or another. Kids write letters to us from time to time.
I know.
You know, even the young ones, they hug you around the knees when it's time for you to go, and they don't let go. You know what I mean? They want to come home with you. Kids ask, can you be our teacher all the time?
Yeah. Damon, thank you so much for talking with us on DBL. Now, for more information on Train of Thought, which I'm sure our viewers want to know, visit chesstrain.org. You've been a light in our day. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
It's an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Pleasure's all here, man. Thank you.
Thanks. It is a time when we all gather around and share what we're most grateful for. So I wanted to throw this out on the table to ask you right now, yes, you, what's on top of your gratitude list this year? So I'm going to go around the horn. Erica, I'm going to start with you. Stop it. I do like going around the horn. We should get a horn. What are you most grateful for? And I mean specifically 2021, because this year has been interesting.
Yeah, I'm super grateful that we are going to have dinner with 23 friends and family. I'm super grateful that COVID hit my family really hard.
Yes, it did.
We have members of our family who don't have their mom anymore. We're starting new traditions this year, and I'm just super grateful to have them.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, same thing, family. You know, it sounds cliche, but my mom and dad are flying in. I'm going to the airport to pick them up right after.
Big Jeff, huh?
What?
Big Jeff. You're Big Jeff. He's Big Jeff.
His name's Keith. And
Okay.
you ruined my sentimental moment. But
I was like, what? His name
We
is
call Keith
so-
Big Jeff. No, we don't. Yeah.
all right. So Big Jeff's coming in. I'm picking him up from the airport. But simply having dinner with my mom and dad and my sons in a house that I feel like I've earned is very emotional to me, and it's all I care about in my whole life. And it's the simple things that we really cherish in our life that sometimes we overlook that we have to be happy for.
Yeah, I mean, for me, guys, it's definitely just my sobriety and being present in the moment. I mean, I would always go through Thanksgiving or whatever, but just like being able to remember everything and like being able to connect without having anything to mute those feelings is like a big deal to me. I wish I had done it earlier, but it's great and I'm happy and can't wait to see the little ones.
Well, you're doing it now, and that's what's important. Which
Thanks.
is,
What about you, girl?
Amazing. I think, first off, I'm really thankful for Science for allowing me to go back home and visit. I'm going home for Hanukkah as well to see my mom. She's really immune compromised, and I get to squeeze her and hug her and hold her, and that is a miracle. So I want to thank everyone who worked hard and is fighting this pandemic. And I also just want to say thank you to our viewers and for you guys. You teach me a lot about compassion and empathy and meeting in the middle. And I think what you said earlier about the world is we're all on one side or the other. And I'm very grateful to be practicing more compassion and more empathy for everyone, because it's hard out there and everyone's going through their own uphill battle. So I'm grateful for that reminder.
Everyone is talking about DBL.
You guys are a blast. Every single thing you're talking about, I want to sit there with you.
You sound great and you look great.
Thank you very much, Sean Stamos. That means a lot.
What a pleasure it is to look at all of you.
You're all doing just a great job.
I love the show because it's smart, it's entertaining.
Y'all got really good questions.
You guys are on fire.
DBL is feeling the love.
I was listening to your conversation. It's so interesting.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time to dip into our DBL mailbag to see what our viewers want to know about us. Here we go. What?
Wow.
We should have a little complaint box just for us. I got a couple notes.
All right, you done? The first one's for Al. Andrew says he's getting married in 2 weeks. What advice, Al, do you have for him?
I say 2-week bender. Go crazy.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly, get ready. You start establishing marital patterns now. Whatever you do normally, just get used to it and just flow right into it and enjoy your life together.
Excellent.
A little bit of the first one.
A little bit of the first one. That's right. DBL's new every day. We'll see you again, same time, same place. Bye, guys.